Have you ever wondered what powers the cooperative societies that impact our local communities? Now, that's a thought to ponder. Cooperatives, these unique entities, are often the unsung heroes of our society. They're the beating heart of many communities, fueling growth and fostering unity. Picture a lush African landscape teeming with life and vibrancy. Now imagine that same landscape, but barren and lifeless. That's the difference cooperatives can make. They're more than just organizations. They're lifelines that breathe life into communities, enabling them to flourish in ways they never could alone. From providing essential services and creating job opportunities, to promoting local culture and sustainable practices, cooperatives are true game changers. They operate on principles and values that prioritize people over profit, community over competition, and sustainability over short-term gain. So let's delve into the world of cooperatives, shall we? Let's explore how they work, why they matter, and how they're shaping our world for the better. A cooperative, in its simplest form, is a voluntary organization that people join to meet their common economic, social, and cultural needs. Now let's delve a little deeper into what this means. Imagine a group of people, perhaps they are farmers or artists or even parents. They all share a common need or goal. It could be anything from wanting to sell their produce or artwork at a fair price to providing quality education for their children. They realize that by banding together, they can achieve this goal more effectively, so they form a cooperative. Now, this is where things get interesting. Unlike traditional businesses, cooperatives are owned and run by the members they serve. That's right, the people who use the cooperative's services or buy its products are the ones who own it and make the decisions about how it's run. They elect a board of directors from among themselves, who then hire managers to run the day-to-day operations. Another unique aspect of cooperatives is how they share the profits. In a typical business, profits go to the owners or shareholders. But in a cooperative, profits, also known as surpluses, are returned to the members. And here's the cool part. They're distributed according to how much each member uses the cooperative services, not how much they've invested into it. So if you're a farmer who sells a lot of produce through the cooperative, you'll get a larger share of the profits. But it's not just about money. Cooperatives also aim to meet their members' social and cultural needs. They can provide a sense of community, a way to preserve traditional practices, or a platform for collective action. That's because at their heart, cooperatives are about cooperation, about people working together for mutual benefit. So in essence, a cooperative is about people coming together to meet their common needs. Scene script. Cooperatives operate based on 7 key principles. Let's start with the first principle, voluntary and open membership. Cooperatives are open to everyone who can use their services and are willing to accept the responsibilities that come with being a member. No one is excluded because of their race, religion, gender, or political beliefs. Next, we have democratic member control. In a cooperative, each member has 1 vote. This is different from traditional businesses, where the number of votes you have depends on the number of shares you own. Here, everyone's voice is equal and everyone's opinion matters. The third principle is member economic participation. Members contribute equitably to the capital of their cooperative and democratically control how it's used. The benefits they receive are usually proportional to the amount of business they conduct with the cooperative rather than the capital they invest. Then we come to the principle of autonomy and independence. Cooperatives are independent organizations controlled by their members. If they enter into agreements or raise capital from external sources, they do so in ways that ensure democratic control by their members and maintain their cooperative autonomy. The 5th principle is education, training, and information. Cooperatives provide education and training for their members, elected representatives, managers, and employees so they can contribute effectively to the development of their cooperatives. They also inform the general public about the nature and benefits of cooperation. The 6th principle is cooperation among cooperatives. Cooperatives serve their members most effectively and strengthen the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. Finally, we have the principle of concern for community. Cooperatives work for the sustainable development of their communities through policies approved by their members. These principles guide how cooperatives function and serve their members. They form the backbone of the cooperative movement worldwide, ensuring that cooperatives remain focused on serving their members and contributing positively to their communities. Beyond the principles, cooperatives also adhere to a set of core values. When we think of cooperatives, we often think of them as a group of people coming together for mutual aid. And yes, that's part of it. But the cooperative movement is also built on a robust foundation of values. These values aren't just words on a page, they are the guiding lights for every action and decision made within a cooperative. Let's start with self-help and self-responsibility. These values are all about empowering members. Cooperatives encourage their members to be proactive, to take charge of their economic well-being, and to be responsible for their actions. They are not just waiting for handouts. They are actively working towards their goals. Next, we have democracy and equality. In a cooperative, each member has one vote, regardless of their economic contribution to the cooperative. This ensures that power is distributed equally and decisions are made collectively. It's not about who has the most, but about everyone having an equal say. Equity is another essential value in the cooperative movement. It's about fairness, about ensuring everyone gets their fair share. It's about making sure that the benefits derived from the cooperative are distributed in a manner that reflects each member's participation. And lastly, but certainly not least, is the value of solidarity. This is the glue that binds all cooperatives. It's about standing together, supporting one another, and working towards common goals. It's about understanding that we are stronger together than we are apart. These values, self-help, self-responsibility, democracy, equality, equity, and solidarity, are not just ideals, they are lived experiences practiced daily in cooperatives worldwide. They are a testament to the power of collective action, to the belief that when we work together, we can create a more equitable and just world. These values are the heart and soul of every cooperative. The International Cooperative Alliance, or the ICA, plays a pivotal role in the cooperative world. It's a bit like the conductor of an orchestra, creating harmony among diverse instruments, each with its unique tune. In the same vein, the ICA brings together cooperatives from all sectors and regions, ensuring a coordinated and impactful performance. Now let's delve a bit deeper into this. The ICA, formed in the late 19th century, has a rich history of promoting the cooperative model. It's a global body that unites, represents, and serves cooperatives worldwide. Its mission: to make the cooperative model of enterprise the preferred means for economic, social, and environmental development. The ICA acts as a global voice for cooperatives. It represents the interests of cooperatives in international forums, advocating for conducive policies and legal frameworks. It makes sure that cooperatives have a seat at the table when important decisions are made that affect them. But the ICA doesn't stop at advocacy. It also provides a platform for knowledge sharing and learning. It gathers and disseminates information about cooperatives, organizes training programs, and conducts research. The ICA fosters an environment where cooperatives can learn from each other, share best practices, and continuously improve. Moreover, the ICA promotes the cooperative identity. It safeguards the cooperative principles and values we've discussed earlier. It ensures that cooperatives around the globe adhere to these principles and values, making sure that the cooperative identity remains strong and vibrant. And let's not forget, the ICA facilitates cooperation among cooperatives. This is in line with the sixth cooperative principle: cooperation among cooperatives. By fostering a global network of cooperatives, the ICA enables them to collaborate, support each other, and together make a greater impact. In essence, the ICA is the backbone of the cooperative movement. It's the driving force that propels the movement forward, ensuring that cooperatives continue to thrive and create a better world. The ICA is the driving force behind the global cooperative movement. So we've traveled through the world of cooperatives and the ICA. We've journeyed through the plains of definitions and the hills of principles, and waded through the rivers of values that define the cooperative movement. We've unraveled that cooperatives are member-owned, member-governed businesses that operate for the benefit of their members, according to one member, one vote rule. We've also understood that cooperatives, guided by the ICA, adhere to 7 key principles that include voluntary and open membership, democratic member control, and concern for the community. Moreover, we've discovered the values that underpin these principles: self-help, self-responsibility, democracy, equality, equity, and solidarity. We've seen how the ICA plays a significant role in promoting and strengthening cooperatives worldwide, ensuring they remain true to these principles and values. So the next time you come across a cooperative, you'll know the principles and values that guide its operations thanks to the ICA.